Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Bastards post-game show. We appreciate greatly your patience this weekend while I was away in Pittsburgh, taking in a special ceremony for one of my family members. Just going to do a subtle, you can see the back of my
There
shirt.
it is.
There it is.
Roy
So we
Face.
now have a new induction in my family. I don't know how many families can say it, but it's pretty awesome to say that you have a Hall of Fame baseball player in your family. I don't know how many people can say that. So that was pretty cool. I got a chance to witness that at PNC Park this weekend in Pittsburgh and take in a lot of other cool things. We got to see the Roberto Clemente statue. We also got to go to the Heinz Convention Center, where it has a whole floor dedicated to like the best of the best Pittsburgh heroics and champions, and just pays tribute to so many great people. If you have not gone to Pittsburgh to see any of that, I want to just say I highly recommend it. It's very fun. The best part, Brendan, about this is yes, the ceremony was cool and everything there, and I got this cool jersey from it. But the Heinz Convention Museum that we went to was free. The month of August was free
Wow.
to people going in. So I appreciate coming back with a few extra bucks in my wallet. That was cool.
Yeah,
I
Nick,
didn't
that's
miss I didn't miss much, I guess, though, this weekend from the Red Sox, Brendan. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Wow.
Before we get in, that's amazing as well. Congratulations once again. That's awesome for Roy Face and you, Nick. Historic city, Pittsburgh. That's on my
That's
bucket
right.
list. Head down to PNC Park, Heinz Field. Amazing place. You didn't miss much in this Red Sox Dodgers 3-game series. The big one that they had to win was Friday. That one hurt, definitely. And then you go into Saturday, they take that win. But they gave up the Friday one. They win Saturday, and then today was a show from Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy. These unbelievable. It's just a really talented roster. And if you give away a game, you're gonna lose the series against the LA Dodgers, and that was shown tonight.
So the big thing, Tanner Houck pitched, like we said. I thought he was adequate. I think that's the best word of describing all of that. He was adequate enough to keep them in the game. This was not by any means a Tanner Houck fault at all from this game, at least in my eyes. It was more of a fine tuning and figuring out who that next person from the pen was going to be. Chris Murphy has been a mixed bag. I think he's been excellent at times, over exceeded expectations, but became too trusted in this line of pitchers that you have in your pen. Against the Dodgers team, with a, in my opinion, must win game today to at least win 2 of 3 from the Dodgers. I question that move from Cora. I think it was the wrong choice, but it's also how this team is built. The reason that this all happened is because we're getting up to that part of the season where these pitchers are taxed. You can't count on Chris Martins and Winkowski's and Berardinos and Kenley Jansen's every single game. That I get it. But the way it went down today against a team like the Dodgers, I think you should have stacked the deck. I really do. And I don't think it was set up in the best way to succeed. And I was peed off today when I saw that Devers was not in the lineup. Before people want to criticize and you want to jump down my throat saying he got hurt last night, he got injured, blah, 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 blah. This was a must-win game today. Mark my words, Rafi Devers did not ask out of this lineup. Alex Cora took Devers out of this lineup. So right there, you're already, in my opinion, setting yourself up to fail this afternoon by punting on this game. You can't do that. And that's what ticked me off today.
Oh, Nick, I'm with you 1,000%. I mean, Uh, you've seen it now, not once, I mean, a million times, but in this series, not just once, but twice, Alex Cora doubling down on one of his relievers. It was on Friday night. It was Nick Pivetta. He almost blew that game. I mean, he really did give up a lot of runs on Friday, blew that game wide open. And then today, you see it with Chris Martin doubling down. I mean, not Martin, Chris Murphy, doubling down on Chris Murphy. He gives up 6 runs as
Can't
in
do
a
that.
relief position. This
Can't do
can't be
that.
happening. It can't be happening. You have too many weapons. The strength of this team is the bullpen. There's too many weapons. I'm sorry. I know Whitlock might have went yesterday. He went like 1 inning. Throw him in again. You have lots of guys in there that you can throw in. Jansen was clear to go today, and instead we roll out Chris Murphy, and it's fine for maybe 1 inning, but giving up 6 runs, there's a signal there, and Alex Cora really just tries to let guys figure it out. That's okay in May, maybe, but now that we're in August, late August, this is must-win games. You're 3.5 out of the wild card. You're living and dying off of these series right now. You still have a whole nother series against Houston. It's not good. I've had a lot of question marks with Alex Cora going into this month for sure.
See, that's the criticism of Cora, is he's too much of a player's manager. Sometimes he just needs to put his foot down and say, this is what we're doing. I don't care if you're 100%. We need to put the best team forward and the best players in this lineup to win. And he doesn't do that consistently enough for me. He just doesn't. Caught lightning in a bottle for 2018. Very likable. Communication-wise, he's very affluent in different languages and everything like that. I'm not advocating for him to be fired. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just calling it as I see. I'm just being real with you. I'm expressing how I felt from this game. So once again, before you start saying you're an idiot, you're a jerk, blah, 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 I'm just calling it as I see. He could come out tomorrow and put out a lineup, and the Red Sox could win against Houston, and then we forget about it. I'm just saying how it is. Now, I said Houston. Houston, do we have a problem? That's what's happening on Monday night at Fenway Park. What's going down? What's happening on Monday night, Brendan? Give me
It's
some
another.
words of wisdom.
It's Christian Javier round 2. This guy really blows. He's not that good. He's gotten protected by these bats in Houston. The Red Sox were abusing Javier down in Minute Maid Park. They looked really solid, but you had a pretty pitiful performance out of your starter in that first game. I remember.
That was James Paxton. That was
Yeah,
James
that
Paxton.
was Pax. Feels like a month ago now through the war we've been going through. But yeah, Paxton got shelled. You got Sale. You never know with Sale, of course. I think he's gonna do better. He's shown better coming off of this last injury. So I'm hoping he gets you at least 4 2/3, maybe 5 innings. The Red Sox have to abuse this pitcher. They left 10-man stranded, I remember, in this game in round 1 against Javier. You can't do that again. You have to bring these runs in to home, and I think they take game 1. They have to take game 1. This is their best guy. I mean, their worst guy. You have to take care of Javier.
Not going to be pretty tomorrow night. Not going to be pretty. And the reason I'm going to say it is because I think Houston's ticked. I think Houston's ticked that they got the first 2 and then the Red Sox took the last 2. I think Houston's going to come into Fenway with a chip on their shoulder. I do. And I think pretty much our playoff hopes will be done come Thursday. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to be real. That's how I'm feeling. But as we said last week, Brendan, if I become the bulletin board material for this team, if they don't like me, if they don't like my takes, if they think I'm out of my mind, fine, use it. Prove me wrong. But I can't have confidence right now with feeling like the Red Sox are going to get this done without having a solid 6-7 innings out of a Chris Sale, which I don't think is going to happen, and a Red Sox team who just came off now losing 2 of 3 against the Dodgers, going up against another team, Houston, which is the iron of the American League. So that's where I'm at for that game for tomorrow. Brendan and I will be back tomorrow to break it all down for you. We appreciate your patience over the weekend. I'm now back home. We got our lights back. We got all of our things together. Brendan's got his Tom Brady jersey behind there, which I just saw, which is pretty cool. We will see you tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great rest of your night. See you then.
Have a great night, everybody.